evening and Servus from Munich. You already know Haezer from our So Not Berlin tour diary. The DJ from South Africa is currently touring through Europe. We meet him right before his show here at Crux. So let's rock. Haezer, thank you for having us here at Crux Munich.
Yeah.
So tell us about your story. How did you become DJ?
I started back in 2009. I grew up on like rock and roll and punk music, and then like I heard this dance genre that's like for me rock and roll in dance music, and it really appealed to me, and I guess that's how I got into it. I was a skateboard kid, so I always had like a bit of a punk attitude, and I guess that's how I got into like the harder dance scene. Yeah.
All right. So your first release was in 2010.
Yes.
How would you describe your sound and differentiate it from EDM, for example?
Well, EDM is kind of like a new thing. So like I never could base my music on that. Because I came from rock and roll background, I didn't have like an idol in the dance world that I'm trying to copy. I just kind of took my interpretation of what I grew up with and I put that into dance music. So when I started, I was like really kind of almost rebellious. I would like make a track, and if I'm happy with it in one day, I release it. Where now it's a little bit more refined and I spend more time with it, and obviously like bigger studio and whatever, but the principle is still the same, and it's kind of just to do your own thing and not like follow a stream and try and create something unique. Yeah.
So you're playing at a lot of festivals, for example Utopia next week, Southside Hurricane in the past. So what is your favorite festival and why?
Okay, I mean like Southside and Hurricane was really amazing for me because it's like, again, it was a rock festival. It's like 80,000 people, and I didn't play as like a warm-up DJ. I played like with other headliners and with guys like I really respect, like a Shufflestein and Chase and Status. So it was like really awesome to share the stage with them, and it was just like really overwhelming to be at such a big festival and hearing people like scream my name, South African flags, like South African rugby jerseys, and I was like, okay, this is very cool, you know, like being represented at this big festival in Germany. So I guess that was really special for me.
You're playing in South Africa and Europe. In your opinion, what's the difference between the crowd?
Every city is different. So you can't even put it to like a country. Like some clubs in Cape Town, for instance, is exactly the same as it will be tonight. Like it always depends on where you are. If you're like in the city or outside of the city. I find a lot of the time when you're like in smaller cities and with smaller parties, the people go more crazy because maybe you don't play there that often. But you know, you never know. I mean, I play here, and it's like really crazy, you know, and like the kids like mosh and stage dive, and it's also like a small club, but yeah, you never know what to expect. So it's hard to say. Yeah.
So summertime is festival time.
Yes.
What are your plans for the winter? Are you planning some studio sessions, or we have a club tour?
Yeah, well, interesting thing is in South Africa when it's winter, like I either write, so produce a new EP, but also like, you know, like here, like clubs are better in winter. Like people enjoy it because they're not outside drinking. In South Africa you can't drink on the street, so like people actually go to the clubs in summertime. So it's a bit different. But for me, I love producing in winter. I love when it's raining and storming outside, and I've got a fireplace in my studio. So it's just like really cozy, and you can just like kind of forget about everything. You're not jealous of people going to the beach, and you can just sit and make music. Yeah. So
let's enjoy the last summer days.
Yes.
Haezer, thank you so much.
Cool.
High five.
Oh yeah. Good high five.